So last time we were here, we drafted the best game day for a new player, but that's not as fun as drafting potentially the worst game day for a new gamer.
So now you have lured somebody in to your dungeon.
Like, oh, let's play Carcassonne, and then you gotta come over for a game weekend.
Yeah, so yeah, we've had a good time, and now we're going to hit them with the heaviest, worst thing. Now, I'm not saying these are necessarily all bad games.
No, they're great games.
But these are not the things you should just hit someone who's barely in the hobby with.
Yes, we're
someone,
talking...
you know, has got Catan and maybe Sushi Go, and you're like, and this game.
And this
Don't
game.
do that.
So the worst possible game day / game weekend, we'll do it in chronological order so we can really gear up, ratchet up the psychological torture. So, Mikey, what is going to be the first game you're playing to make it the worst game day / game weekend, whatever, for a newer gamer?
So we're going for maximum psychological damage.
Not necessarily. Do you want to ease up the psychological damage?
Maybe, but what I want to do is I want to do stuff that's going to overall inflict the most damage possible.
Yes.
So that might be going a little higher, a little lower. Yeah. So to start, I got to do it. I got to start big.
Wow.
We're going straight away.
Oh, God.
We're going to hit you with some Horseless Carriage.
Yeah.
Horseless Carriage is a splatter game. These games are big.
Show the back of the box real quick.
These games are heavy. They go real deep on the art. The reason they don't show the back is because the art on the inside is awful. It is awful. It's clip art. It's the worst. These games are good. These games are often types of games where it's like, if you don't have a good first turn, you're going to lose. Yeah. So if I'm going to really let someone know what's about to happen, I'm starting here with one of the ugliest, heaviest games.
This is one of their prettier games, which
says
stuff.
A lot. But yeah, we're going to start with Horseless Carriage. It's 3 to 5 player, and it is 180 to 240 minutes. Yeah, so we are starting off 3 hours deep at the minimum.
I feel like that's a good start.
This game is so heavy, I have not played it yet.
Yeah, it's true.
And so I'm going to subject it to someone who's played even less games than I have. Boom.
You know, Horseless Carriage, John of the Automobile. Okay, that's a good start. That is a good start. Dang, that's a very good start. I'm trying to think. I kind of also want to go like pretty big, but I'm going to go big, confusing, and you kind of can't talk. So I'm going to go, let's do a big 4-player only game of Deal with the Devil. I really like this game. Here's the thing. Deal with the Devil is 4-player only. You can only play it 4-player.
Sure.
Again, same thing, 2-hour games. We're starting off big. So this is a game where someone is the devil, someone is like a cultist, and then the other people are villagers. The thing is once you have your role, you can't really talk about your role because you're trying to stay hidden. You also can't really ask questions about anything. So we're going to get into a complicated-ass game where you also aren't ever allowed to ask any clarifying questions. So we're going to go with Deal with the Devil, a big, chonky Euro game that is tough to play even for experienced gamers.
Yeah, that's rough. To add a little bit more juice to my first pick with Horseless Carriage, because I don't know it, when I sit them down to play it, I'm going to then crack open the rulebook for the first time, sit there and read the rules in front of them, and then try my best to then explain the game, which will require several more references to that rulebook. And I think that will really add to the torture factor.
Yes.
Nick.
Hi, Mike.
I'm not all bad.
No.
I'm not all bad. Okay, after just pummeling them,
walloping with Horseless Carriage,
I feel like I should go a little bit easier on them, and I'm going to do this, man. Go with me here.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit them with some real-time stress of kites.
That's interesting.
Okay, so you've just gone through 4+ hours of plotting and thinking, and now we have sand timers, and you have to be quick, and you have to yell and stuff, and I think that will be such a wild shift in the other direction. Granted, it's a fun game. I like this game.
Yeah.
I think it'll just be jarring. So I think the lightness of it, they won't be able to enjoy the beautiful kites because they will have been so used to not seeing color for so long that the vibrancy of Beth Sobel's art might make them cry.
It might make them hurt inside. Yeah, that's an interesting, low-key, sinister choice. Like, yeah, go with a crazy real-time game right after Horseless Carriage. Rough. Okay, so I think we're gonna be like, hey, let's, after Deal with the Devil, I know you were very confused. Let's pick a game, a party game this time. That'll be, a lot more fun. But they don't know that I'm gonna pick Ven, which is, in my opinion, more or less an unplayable game.
It's awful. It's so bad.
It is not good. It's basically this game where you have these like Venn diagrams and these kind of crazy pictures, and you're basically trying to relate the things. We have tried to play this game multiple times, like sat down trying to play it, and every single time we have not finished it because it is too hard. It is too confusing.
Yes.
So now we're gonna go like, oh, let's play a party game. It's after Deal with the Devil. Let's play a party game. Let's clean that palette, and we're gonna play this one.
Here's the thing: Things and Rings does a similar thing, but does it well. So play Things and Rings. Do not play Ven. Man, that's a rad choice, dude. That is pretty gnarly.
Pretty gnar dogs, huh?
Okay, so I have had them play Horseless Carriage.
You have.
I have had them play Kites.
You haven't had them play Millie Fury yet.
I have not. Ooh, I wish I could. We're going to play Task Team.
Oh.
Now, Task Team is an interesting game. But this one is all about multitasking, okay? Because you have to, okay, let's see. You have someone who has to, like, do stuff with counters and spinners and dice and stuff. People have to like stack cards and do all these different things all at the same time. So again, it's like you've played something plotting and heavy. You've now played something quick and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, well, you're so good at kites, and let's multitask and do a bunch more like crazy and dexterous stuff. So again, it's just going to now like start twist the blade.
Yeah. That game is stressful to play.
It's a stressful play.
I've played it before, and it's stressful. Okay, so now...
Plus it plays 3 to 18 players, and we will be playing it at 18 players.
Yes. So. Even if there's only 4 of you, you have to take multiple rolls.
Yep, that's important.
So, man. Gosh, this is tough. Because again, you don't want to just go like, all these games are all too big and heavy for a new person. That's not fun, and that's the same psychological torture over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go real weird with it. And I am going to...
Oh, you stole my idea.
Here's the thing. Technically, you can play Nemo's War Cooperative. We are not, though, because this is a solo game. So they will be, instead, playing this game, and I will just be yelling at them the entire time to play certain ways. I'm going to, like, quarterback the entire play of this, or they can sit there and watch me play, and I will yell at them if they speak to me.
Yeah.
So I think a solo game would be a weird game to play on a game day with a new gamer, especially like a big, heavy solo game.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with Nemo's War.
I was going to say Black Sonata, but I'm going to play it and insist that I don't want help on clues. I'm like, do not tell me anything. Just sit there silently. Ooh, that's such a good pick, Nick. Nice.
Let's make it real weird, where they're just confused about what you're doing and why you're doing this.
Yes. Ooh. All right, man. We got to go back. Heavy. We're adding some high conflict now.
Right.
From what I understand, Fire in the Lake, Insurgency in Vietnam, is one of the heavier GMT war games. This would be preferable if they're like, I don't want to recreate that war, and be like, well, we're doing it, man. And let's just check our time. Yeah, the complexity, it's at a 5. It's a medium. Solitaire stability at a 9, very high. It's 1 to 2 years per campaign between coups. 1 to 4 full solitaire system. And we're also going to learn this one out of the rulebook because it's not even de-shrinked. So we're going out of the rulebook, baby.
You can't just learn it. You gotta.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
Okay, so trying to think. So let me see. What do I got over here? We got 4. I have 3. Okay, yeah. I feel like Man, I also feel like I should give them a slight break or make them feel like they're taking a break because they've had a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think of a game that's like just really stressful. And gosh, I don't know. Or maybe I should just go big again because we just hit him with Nemo's War. So let's do this. Let's go. We're gonna go back to big, and we're gonna go hegemony. Because this is also a big asymmetric game where everyone is trying to do their own thing. So that'll be even more confusing. But it's a big game, really, really heavy. Lots and lots of stuff going on, and I just feel like it'd be rough for a first time. So we're going to choose hegemony. Lead your class to victory.
Mm-hmm. Solid choice, man. The problem with doing this draft is our collection's amazing. Too many good games. Too many good games. I'm like, well, how could they not love this? It's great.
That's the thing. We only have good games. That's the best part.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to think like I can't just throw in stuff that I don't like. You know?
Sure. Yeah. No. Of course. Because we have to go through this game day too, so we should at least enjoy ourselves.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Now, I'm choosing Through the Ages.
Oh God.
New Story of Civilization. First of all, big game, heavy game. Second of all, everyone says, gotta play this game digitally. It has a fantastic app. I played over 300 times on the app. But there's a lot of bookkeeping and stuff, a lot of pieces and things. And so they say like, this game's rough to play in person. So that's what we're going to do. We're gonna put the screens down. We're gonna play this baby IRL, probably to its detriment.
Yeah.
But it's a great Civ builder. This game's amazing. And so
yeah.
they should love it and be thankful that I'm showing it to them.
They should be thankful, dang it. Ooh, that's a in terms of like the big heavy ones that are gonna be very hard to understand. That's up there. Okay, I just had an idea. What was it? Oh, yeah, that's right. So here's the thing. I feel like I've been throwing a lot of bad stuff, a lot of stuff where they think they're doing good, they're not. So I feel like at this point, this will be the fifth game, they're gonna be pretty angry. So I'm like, look, let's just play a co-op game. It's not super complicated. Too bad it is weirdly complicated, and it's also super passive-aggressive. We're going to choose Decorum. I really love this game, but I feel like at this point in the night, they're pretty over us, and so a cooperative game where you just have to be super passive-aggressive the whole time
That's a psychological
would really ratchet up the psychological torture. So we're going to go Decorum. You're trying to decorate a house together, but you're not allowed to tell each other what you want. You just kind of have to do it through like, I don't really like that much. It's great. I love it. But at this point in the night, I feel like it would not go over well.
Okay. Okay. Actually, 1 second. Be right back.
Burbles. Trying to think of what's next. We got, how many we got? 5, 6, 9, 7, 18? We got 5, so 3 more, huh?
We're playing Horseless Carriage again. Yeah, baby. That's right. We are going back for seconds of that deliciousness.
I didn't know that was in the rules.
This time we know the rules. Can't be more than like 3-4 hours. Hours 5 or 6. The first time it's gonna be a breeze. We're playing Horseless Carriage again. Again.
I did not know that we were allowed to do that.
I made it allowed.
Oh, Lordy. Okay. I would choose, I think, the worst thing you can possibly do.
Think of what will happen to their psyche the second time.
And I think the worst thing you can do is subscribe.
Ooh.
So
probably don't do that to us.
Don't do that to us. That would really hurt us.
We'd hate to see that
So
happen.
please don't do that. Okay. So, man, that is an interesting choice. So
think about what happens the second time I pull it and set it on the table.
Oh, I know, right? Like, again.
And you see them just shrink.
Yeah, just start to crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really start to see it.
Brutality, man.
Man. Ooh. Tough. Oh, man. I really want... Because, again, now we're kind of in this... They're angry and passive-aggressive. I feel like I've got to hit them with something big again.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of what's big and, again, also kind of complicated or just kind of confusing with lots. You know, let's do this. We're going to go Tricarion. Because Tricarion, when you kind of like teach the game or learn the rules, I feel like a lot of it, you're like, this isn't actually that complicated.
Sure.
But people always talk about how heavy it is. Because when you get to like the second half of the game and your decisions really start to matter, your brain starts to crunch.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we'd get in this like, oh my God, they're pulling out another big game for us to play. And then we'd learn it. They're like, okay, this is big, but like I feel like maybe I could handle this.
But then it does do
And then
that.
it starts ratcheting up and the vice starts to tighten.
I fear for getting on Nick's wrong side. This guy is pretty gnarly. You know what, man? I want to take it a little easy on my peeps. And so we're just going to do some fun trivia, And what's more fun than trivia about Justin Bieber as a child, folks? Justin Bieber's backstage pass. We will play this game to completion. You cannot end the game once you start the game until the game ends, okay? And if you don't know Justin Bieber trivia, which none of us do, the game's going to go on a while. Not going to lie. We punish ourselves with it occasionally. And now we're going to punish y'all, okay? Justin Bieber backstage hats, baby.
What a choice. What a choice. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we just came off of absolute pandemonium of... Ooh, I think I'm going to go with Mikey's kind of thing earlier. So we just came off of another massive heavy game, and then it's like, hey, let's do real-time, somewhat dexterity type stuff. We're going to do Rush MD, which is a real-time cooperative game where you're running a hospital, and you're having to flip stuff over. It's crazy. It's nuts. And I think at this point they'd be crying.
Yeah.
But they're required to play. Oh, yeah. So they're just knocking stuff over. Real-time game in a hospital. Gets real crazy in this game. So I think we're going to go with that.
I do like that, man. All right, it's my final pick. We're at the end of the night. Tears have been shed. Enemies made. I am going to give a peace offering of a proper board game. Proper Euro game. Some people really like this game. I'm not one of those people. This is Hamlet. This game is awful.
Mike does not like this game.
Hate to say it. Hate to say it. It's not a good game. It's got massive legibility issues. It's got strange tile placement. And 90% of the things you do not score you points in any one way. And so it really makes you wonder why we do them. Because they also don't seem to factor into getting the things that do give you the points. It's going to be a game where you're going to be leaning over the thing, what does that say? And you're just going to be like, I can't bother with these strange shapes. They're not even polyominoes. They're just some other thing. I think it will be the final thing that will just break them and turn them into a zombie.
That's fair.
Hamlet.
Boom. Boom. Okay.
That could have been great.
Huh. So what for my last one? So we just did... What did I just pick? Oh, yeah, Rush MD.
Rush MD was your last choice, yes.
So what to end on?
Maybe a nice game. Maybe make him feel good.
I'm thinking about throwing him a bit of a bone.
Maybe make him feel good. I don't know.
But I don't know if I wanna. I don't know if I want to. So I think we are then. Hold on. I think.
Ooh. Nick leaving the room is not a good sign. That's not a good sign for y'all. Ooh. I've got to guess.
To end our evening,
I got to guess.
we are going to play through all of Oathsworn.
Yes.
We're going to play through
Yes, I thought of the same thing. The entire box.
the entirety of Oathsworn at the end of the night. Huge campaign game, really complicated, tough to learn, tough to play, great game.
Yeah.
But we're going to play through the entire thing at the end of the night.
That will not be a short amount of time.
It won't be, Mikey. All right.
I like that. Let's head over here, see how we did.
Okay. So, here is our list. So, Mikey,
So,
you're starting off with horseless carriage.
starting off with horseless carriage, okay? After that, we're gonna hit him with some kites. Then we're gonna make you multitask with some task team.
Yeah.
Then we are going to play Fire in the Lake Insurgency in Vietnam. Big war game. We're gonna play Through the Ages physically. We're back to horseless carriage. Justin Bieber Backstage Pass, which honestly, after all of that,
Might be great.
anything to be anything different. This is actually a good game in this situation. End on Hamlet, which is fine. Let's end on a mid note because it's almost more mentally damaging than another truly bad game. It's just
That's
like, that
honestly
was
fair.
fine, and that somehow hurts more.
Yeah. All right. For me, my game day game weekend, we're going to start with Deal Devil 4-player complicated Euro where you kind of can't ask questions once you start. So
Yep.
hope they understand the rules. They won't. We're going to go to then. We're going to go let's keep up with a party game. We're going to play a party game that is basically unplayable in my opinion. Then they're going to watch me play a solo game and I will scream at them if they try to give me any suggestions. Then we're going to play Hegemony 4 players. Everyone has an asymmetric faction that you're trying to do, big, crazy, heavy game. Then we're going to go to Decorum, which is a nice cooperative game where the whole point is you're being as passive-aggressive to each other as humanly possible. Then Tricarion, which again is a heavy game that doesn't feel as heavy until you get halfway through and then the crunch really starts. Then we're going straight into like real-time, some dexterity. You're trying to make decisions. You're
Feels
all
like a party game, but it's actually really hard. and
yeah, you're all
stuff.
talking at the exact same time, kind of a Euro game crazy, and then we're finishing it off with all of Oathsworn. So, down in the comments, let us know who had the best, worst game day for new gamers. Let us know, and also put down your own list. Please put down your own list.
Yeah.
For what do you think would be the worst game day for new gamers from your collection?
And the thing is we're making this video and writing these lists so that we don't actually do this to
Yes.
anybody, because that would be a bad thing. We want more board gamers, not less. So don't do this to anybody, but have a thought about what you would if you did do it to somebody you didn't like, you know what I mean? And then we will share our hot goss in the comments about our choices and stuff. If you like this kind of thing, please let us know you want to see us do more board game drafts. We love doing them. We'd like to know if you enjoy them as well. If you are new to us, we won't ever do this to you, I promise. Just subscribe, and then that won't happen.
That's right.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for coming to this horrendous game day. Tune in next time to find out if Mike and Nick can draft more games, so you get it. You get the idea of the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe even if you don't get it. I can't play horseless carriage again, please.